Okay, now we online YouTube. Morning YouTube. Today we stay here with Rodrigo, Tainá, and Lurian for discuss a good topic for learning new and discuss in English. It's about the local adventures, culture, and destination. But before I start with this immersion, I need to introduce myself. My name is Catiana. I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I'm an engineer. I work on the oil and gas sector with new projects in this area. I'm a host here. I'm not a teacher. I stay here like the other talkers for improve my skills in English because it's important in my job and my in plan for the future. I have a daughter. My daughter is almost 8 years. I love travel. I love do sports and other talk. It's a platform for learning English, but we have another languages like Spanish, Italian, Mandarin, and other languages common. And here we don't have a big rules, but it's important respect each other during the immersion because everyone make mistakes and make mistakes is part of the process for learning a new language. And here everyone have a space for share your opinion during the immersion. And I think it's this how the talk works. But before I start with the questions, please, Rodrigo, introduce yourself for us.
Sure. Good morning, guys. I'm Rodrigo. I'm 39 years old. I have been living in Franca, state of São Paulo State, near Ribeirão Preto. I have been working as a data engineer, IT. I like a lot of one moments. Vocês me ouvem? Parece que. Ok. In my free time, I like a lot of things. I like play with my daughters. I like to go out to a lot of places with my family. I like to read books and watch movies and TV series too. And I think that's it.
Thank you, Rodrigo. Please, Tainá, introduce yourself for us.
Hi guys, my name is Tainá. I'm 29 years old. I study psychology. I'm married. I have two cats. And I'm here because I want you to lose of fear to talk English and unlock my communication in English because this language is the very important language in the world and very useful when you live abroad. And I want to overcome this idea that speak English is so difficult and I can't to talk English. And I hope to enjoy this conversation too.
Thank you, Tainá. And for the last, Lilian, please introduce yourself for us.
Good morning. I'm Luria. I live in Belo Horizonte. Here in TALK, I start to learn French too. I start here because of French, because I want to learn French for personal reasons, and I think it's really important to learn language in our life. Helps me a lot about with my soft skills. And about travel, I love to travel as well. I think it's one of the things more important for me. I really like to explore this world, and I'm really happy to answer the questions about that today. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lilian. Now I start with the immersion, with the topic, with the questions for this immersion. Tainá, about the question number 2, what is the most memorable trip you ever taken and why?
I think it was the Denmark because it was a very clean, organized country. The people were very polite and friendly. The public transport worked and it was free. This was amazing. And the most of people ride bicycles because the culture give the value of the health, and this it was making me impressed because this culture give me the sense of valor to take care of more myself, and I really enjoyed this country.
It's nice. And there we have a beautiful spaces. No, the nature is so different when you compare with the Brazil. We have cold, and there we have a different. The nature is totally different there. No, it's
Yes.
nice. It's nice. Thank you, Tainá. And you, Rodrigo?
For me, guys, my first travel to the beach and I saw to the sea. For me, is a memorable trip in my life because this I saw the sea when I was, I think, in 31 years old. I don't have opportunity to travel to the beach and the sea because I live in the Franca, small town in the countryside, São Paulo. Don't have beach near to me, and I have other goals in my life, and I don't have opportunity in the big travel. This specific travel is good because this is my first experience in the travel for airplane. My old daughter has 6 months in this specific time, and my daughter, and I go to the Northwest. The beautiful and the great, amazing travel in this specific time. And for me, it's a memorable travel with my life.
Nice. Muito good. And you, Lúria?
I have a lot of reasons for have a memorable trip in my life. I was thinking like what is the most important, but things like I'm a woman and it's really hard sometimes to travel alone. I choose a trip that I did for Canada that I spent 1 month there to study in English. And I remember I was alone, and I can say that this trip changed me a lot. Who I was before go, it was a Lurian totally different, and the Lurian just returned to Brazil because of I learned a lot of things. When you do a trip like that alone, I think you have a lot of opportunities to know yourself better. And because of that, I can say I change a lot of myself. And I visit United States after too. It was a really nice trip. I was alone too, just me and New York, and I was in a hostel with a lot of women sometimes, and it was a really opportunity to know myself more and to know other people. And after that, I decide about my goals, my life, the things I like it, to care more about myself. Looks like I need this trip for know me more. So it was a really nice trip. It's not just about the place. It's more about what the transformation that I had. That's it.
Sorry, I'm mute. It's interesting because it happened the same thing with me. When the past, I think it's more than 12 years ago, I traveled to Dublin for studying English. Uh, and in my mind, it's so strong, these feelings. I go one person when they go to Dublin and return the other person because I think I open my mind for different cultures, different perspectives of the world because there I know different cultures, different persons or the other cultures, and it's totally different because when I return to Brazil, I put the other things for in my personal plans for develop, and it's totally different because I lost the afraid about the travel, and I think I become more confident in myself because when I go to Dublin I'm very afraid about my English. And when you, I think when you go to another country, for example, and we have plans for develop a new language, we return totally different because you understand about the importance of uh, stay more connected with you and believe in yourself and acreditar em você mesmo é tão importante. And for me, when I return to Brazil, it's totally different. This memory, I have other good memories, memorable trips in my mind, but this memory about travel to Dublin, I return other person, like the Ludian said. About the question number 3, how do you usually prepare for a trip, Lurian? I think for us, for women, it's different when you compare for the men. And for you, when do you usually prepare for a trip?
Yes, like I like a lot to organize to prepare myself for a trip. I worried about the place, the location. If I have a good location to use the transport normally, I like to prepare myself and understand all the possibilities that I can do. Of course, for me, normally my trip need to be soft, need to be like I need to enjoy. But in the same time, I like to have some kind of schedule, like all the things I can do. Maybe in the day I will choose do or not, but I like to have all the possibilities that I searched before. I like to. There is some influencers. It's not all of them, but there is two that I really like it. And if they did the same trip before, normally I like to see what they write, what they record about the trip, to have some kind of tips about the place. And both of people, they are women, so it's a kind of, I have a vision of a woman for the same place, so this helps me a lot to feel secure in the place. And I like to prepare like that. And the same time, I can imagine when I will be there. Is a kind of pré-viagem, pré-voyage, pre-travel, because of I can imagine, I see the pictures, I see the videos, and when I just arrive there, it's like, oh my god, I realize it, my goals, the all the things I imagine. So for me, if I need to put in small words, I think is to search a lot about the place, the location, the security, and also all the things that is possible to do about my personality. I'm a kind of person who loves. I don't like a lot of museums, but I search about them, and maybe this one I can visit. I search a lot about adventures thing I can do, if food that I can eat. So I search, considering my personality, about what I like to do when I travel. So this is important for me when I prepare one trip. That's it.
And Tainá?
Yeah, I agree with Lurian. It's very similar. And I'm preparing my budget, and I looking for information about the currency, because I need to start and buy the currency before to go. After I buy clothes, um, of the according the weather, the country's weather. I book a hotel, and I watch videos to make the most of the possibility around me. And that's it. I looking for types in YouTube or Instagram to enjoy the best way as much as I can.
Thank you, Tainá. I think yeah, Rodrigo probably have this more concerns like me, because have kids. When you have kids, your travel is totally different. Share with us, Rodrigo. And before you, I share my prepare for trip. Share with us.
Yes. When I when I went in the first travel and I show in the question number two, I think I totally agree with Tainá and Luria, because this uh, I I do a lot of similar when I Luria and Tainá, because this my old daughter is very younger, 6 months, very young, very little. But in last years, I went to the other other travel, and totally different, because this my old daughter has 8 years old now, and have opinion, having dreams, and uh, is for me and my wife is not so good, because my old daughters like to stay in the hotel, because these thinkings for the hotel for the kids, for example, she like I don't know this word in English, but recreating, I think, persons, and the making a lot of thinkings for the children, uh, every day, every hour, and the cinema, and the a lot of thinkings. My old daughters like this and stay in the hotel. Don't want to go to the other places, because this she's talking with me and my wife. No, and 2 p.m. have the off-scene for the slime. I don't I want to, I need this. I need to participate in this. It's complex. But my wife and I love this know other places. For example, and this is specific travel, and I show in the question number two. I went to Recife, but in my mind, I thinking I go to the beach and stay in the beach. But my wife hating the beach. My wife don't like in the water, the sea, the pools, and we making the plan and go to a lot of places, and in this specific city in Recife has the museum. In my mind, I think, oh, I don't like in the go to the museum, because this okay, the a lot of thinkings, old thinkings. I don't like this, but for me, surprise, I changed my mind about this, because I like in this specific museum in the Recife. I think the name is Ricardo Brenat. a lot of good thinkings, a lot of interesting thinkings. And when I try to choose the other travel, my wife and I choose in the beach thinkings, pool thinkings, for my children, for me, and the other thinkings too, for the history, for the museum, for the arts. Uh, I think in this, when I travel with children, is more complex, very, very complex. My mind, I try to plan the security thinkings, the thinkings in the I have money for the pay because this travel is a lot of spacing. And in my case, it is 4 persons for the pay and more expensive too. And the children has a little careful, I think. It's more difficult, guys.
I totally agree with you, Rodrigo. When you have a kid, this is more complicated. I remember my first trip with my daughter. No, my husband in that time is say for me, no, it's like if you have a. I saw him, I spoke in I speak in Português, parecia que a gente estava fazendo mudança. We have a diaper, que é fralda, mamadeira, bottle, and a lot of things. And I remember, oh, it's totally different in my mind, thinking about and planning about the trip more than 1 month before. Because I remember my daughter have 1 year and I go to Portugal and I planning pass for pass and for example the travel when I go it's very difficult because we lost a connection in Rio de Janeiro and lost stay for in the airport for a long hours with a kid and it's totally crazy. It's totally different when you're planning a trip with a kid. But it's nice because now my daughter have 8 years. It's like your daughter choose the things for do, and it's more easy now. But it's different. It's totally different when you have kids. But I agree with Tainá and Lurian. We need to prepare when they go to the trip and research about different things because it's very important. And I remember one thing it's about understand about the rules, the laws in different countries because it's so important because in different countries we have the important rules and it's important to understand about this difference when you compare when you travel in Brazil. It's totally different. I remember this about this topic. About the question, now I jump for the question number 4. What is your favorite local food and where can someone go to trip it? This question is interesting. I start with you, Durian.
I love a lot of food generally, but I remember I ate a really good dish in Portugal with cold fish. Cold fish, it's bacalhau. Yes, cold fish. And but I need to say I love pasta. I love, and pizza too. And always before I heard people say no, you need to go to Italy to eat the best pasta. It's just there you will be happy. And I say no, I can have good pastas here. It's just pasta. But it's true, like when we were there, with is a kind of feeling more like I don't know what is happening, but when you are in Italy, since you have this all the air is about pizza, pasta, the culture make the feelings different. So since I love pasta, I think I will recommend Italy, not because you will eat nos, I will eat something like it's just pasta, you know. But since you are in Italy, is really the environment is really different and make me feel like in the movies when I see people eating like the pasta and the pizza just because they are in Italy. So I can say that. But I really like uh, Japanese food, and I want to have the opportunity to visit Japan. I didn't have yet, but I really want to see what is the difference that, because here we can say about we put cream cheese and Japanese food, right? And in Japan they said it's totally different. So I'm curious about that. And it's like that. I don't have a local food here in Belo Horizonte because normally I just eat in restaurantes. But here in Belo Horizonte, something I think everyone need to try is to drink caldo de cana and pão de queijo, of course. With coffee, maybe it's better too. And that's it.
Nice. Thank you, Lurian. And you, Rodrigo?
Guys, is a complex for me because this when I went to the travel, I have a little fear in the eating different fruits and get sick. I'm afraid to get sick in the travel because is I think, oh, I stay in the places for the 3 days or 7 days or 5 days, and the first days I eat the different food and the sick. It's crazy. I lose it in the travel because this I don't eat different foods in my travels. But if my travel is the little travel, 2 or 3 days, I think it's okay because in my mind, okay, if you get sick is more days, more easier, it's more easier return your home. Okay, I have more fear in the eating the very different foods. For example, in the northeast has different foods, body and specific fishes. I don't eat because I don't. I think his body is complicated in my mind. I I I I'm eating the cow, okay, but body is no. And the other places they have different foods, and I see, no, I don't eat this. But I like in the eat different foods. For example, pastas and the other specific foods is okay for me. My mind is more accept this food. But in the animals, different animals, no.
Thank you, Rodrigo. And Tainá?
I like to explore the country's cuisine, the culinary, and I prefer to go to traditional restaurants to change my taste, and I like to try everything that's different, like local sweets, local cakes, because I think the cuisine is a way for you to break out your comfort zone and learn new ways to cooking. And you can apply what you learn in this place and bring the place with you, because you can show what you learn for your friends and to show the place for your friends, your family, and your good friends. That's it.
Thank you, Tainá. For me, I have a special favorite local food. I'm a kind of person who I love is sweet food. And I remember pastelzinho de Belém for me have a big space in my heart. It's when I go to Portugal, I love it pastelzinho de Belém, but we have a different sweet. It's a tocinho do céu. When I eat this sweet, it's totally different. It's made with it's eggs, cocoa, and other things, amêndoa. I don't remember, but it's totally different. I have the feeling in my mouth now because it's so special. It's pastelzinho do céu. Tocinho do céu. Sorry, I looking for this sweet in Brazil, but here we don't have this kind of dessert. It's very nice. I eat these things in Portugal. I remember lá em. Ai, gente. In Nazaré, but I eat this sweet in other city. I forgot the name of the city, but it's so special. It's very nice. And if you have plans, guys, for visit Vitória, here we have different dishes with fish and other animals from the sea. Here we have a restaurant. The name of the restaurant is Bar do Alemão, and there we have arroz de polvo, octopus rice. I think it's a delicious. It's so different. It's the taste. It's so special. And if you visit Vitória, I recommend this food because it's very nice. It's very nice. The locals love this food, and when the person visit Vitória, everyone it's a local space in Vitória, and everyone knows about this space. It's very nice here. Now is the jump for the question number 5. Can you describe a place that is perfect for a relation vacation? I start with this question, guys. I very recommend to you, if you have a 1 week in your life, go to visit one space in Brazil. It's Pumuruxatiba. I put in the chat Pumuruxatiba. It's in south of Bahia. It's very beautiful. It's a very it's totally different when compared with the other beaches in Brazil. We don't have a lot of persons in there. It's we have a native and a local persons. The nature is so beautiful. It's next to Quadrado and other spaces. It's before antes de Porto Seguro. It's very beautiful. If you have a possibility for visit this beach, is so and we have other beaches behind, like the Praia da Paixão, Praia do Tororão, and it's a space for go. Forget the cell phone because the signal of cell phone there it's don't não funciona, é muito legal. It's a perfect place for relax. And Tainá, share with us about the question number 5. A perfect place for relation vacation.
I love to know the Portugal because there are a lot of options of the dishes. For example, the pastel de Belém is wonderful, sweet and fluff cake. you can to eat the bacalhau with the batatas ao murro. Is very tasty because the fish is smooth in the same time is not dry. The spice is the zyke flavor. Yeah, you can try the bolinho de bacalhau is very similar a coxinha, but it's different because they made the fishes and potatoes and they deep fry, and it's very trust, and the crunch is very very tasty. I recommend the bolinho de bacalhau also. I think that Portugal, there are a lot of options, but what came in my mind now is the three dishes.
But I think I make a mistake. It's I think I jumped when you were time for the question number 4. But now, if it's possible, share your opinion também about the question number 5. Can you describe a place that is perfect for a relation vacation?
Sorry. Yeah.
No, I make
made
a mistake.
mistake.
Sorry.
I like to do the cruise because you enter the cruise and everything that you need there are, because there are the restaurant, the rooms, comfortable rooms, the pool. There are a lot of party every day. You have the options to party and to have fun. There are a spa for all day. You have the massage, the different menus to eat, and yeah, you can take the food everywhere all the time. I like to relax in the cruise.
Nice, nice. And for you, Rodrigo?
Guys, I don't have opportunities for the go to the place in the relaxing vacation because this my vacations don't relax. I have children, but in the future, my wife and I have intention for the go to the isolation chalets or cabins in the mountains or the other places too, but isolation places don't have access for technology, have a good I don't know trilha in English. I think it's so good for me. I have intention for the visiting in the future if I had money to buy this for Maldives, because I think it's very beautiful this chalets for Maldives in the ocean. I think is good for me. But in the specific travel, I don't. My wife and I have intention on making this travel if you and me, my children, and I put in my mother's house or other house too. That's it, guys.
Thank you, Rodrigo. And Gloria?
I can say like Rodrigo too. Always I choose some kind of places for not relax, to have as much adventure that I can. So I never think about to go to a place just to relax. But I have a friend. He said all the time to me to go to Kumuru Shatiba. Like you said, Katiana, San Luria go. That is a big beach, but it's so relaxed. There is one place or two places to eat, and it's like it's a kind of peace. Of course, I think I go, but I didn't have the opportunity yet. But I could recommend maybe some kind of resort. You know, you have a lot of resorts here in Brazil. In Minas Gerais, we have Tauá resorts. I know in Recife, in Nordeste, we have other Northwest, we have other resorts too. I think it's really nice. And something I want to do, I think it's a relaxing trip because you cannot do a lot of things, is to do a cruise. I think you will relax a lot because it's just you and the ship, and the boat and the big ship, and we have a lot of things to do inside. I don't know, it's like that. But I choose trips to explore more, to walk a lot, than trips to relax and to rest.
The Tainá say one thing about the cruise. In the past I have this idea, but now I think I'm afraid because I saw one video about the stormy middle of the sea. And after this, I think my mother's mind changed the idea about the cruise. But it's so beautiful. I look and a travel in the about the naqueles países nórdicos, one cruise é um cruzeiro naqueles países. Gente, it's so beautiful. It's totally different. But when I look for the idea for cruise the oceanos, for me that I'm afraid about this. But I think it's so nice. And like the Rodrigo said about Maldives, it's a beautiful space. But now I think with the dollar and the euro, it's more complicated for us, for Brazilian travel, because we need planning more for visit the other countries, because now it's more the câmbio, the currency for us is more it's more difficult, né? And no, it's not so easy in this moment. 1 minute because the guys return to the main room. 1 minute. Sydney, Erica, and Aparecida return to the main room. And how was the conversation in another room, Sydney?
It was amazing. We shared a lot of experience about traveling, our dates, how we out there about the first question, our first experience, first memorable trip, and all the things. At last, we were discussing about food, so we spread a lot of our personal uh, tastes about this kind of local food. So it was very interesting, this conversation.
Nice, nice. And for you, Aparecida, who was the conversation in another room?
For me too, was the topic. It's interesting that talk about travel and food, local food. It's interesting because each person have a different experience, and so one like, another not like it. But I like to listen Sydney and Erica talking about Minas Gerais. I love Minas Gerais. I tell to them, I love Minas Gerais, the food and pão de queijo, requeijão, this thing.
Nice, nice. And for you, Erica, who was the conversation in another room?
It was amazing. Thanks, Aparecida and Sydney. I enjoy a lot the topic, Katiana. And I can say one day I will visit Chapada dos Veadeiros in Goiás. I think you should explore more the other parts of Brazil. And when I go there to Chapada dos Veadeiros, I will eat rice with pequi because I love this dish. Rice with pequi. Thank you, guys.
This topic is easy for because in English it's so interesting because everyone have different perspectives about this topic. Guys, I put the the survey on the chat. The survey is important for us on Talk and Talk for understand more about your opinion, if the topic it's okay, if we have a possibility for introduce a new topic, if you have a new idea for a new topic, and it's important for us. And for this moment, I say thank you for staying here with me in this Saturday, 7 a.m. And have a good weekend, guys. And in the next Saturday, I went for everyone here with me. Bye bye, guys.
Bye. Good
Bye
evening.
bye.
Bye
Thank you, guys.
bye.
Have a